Over the weekend, the gaming industry has been exploding with talk of Sweet Baby Inc., all because one single user on Steam decided to make a Sweet Baby Inc. detected list that simply highlights games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on in some way, shape, or form, and of course a few employees have been whining on social media trying to get this user banned and trying to get this list taken off of the platform in totality, but of course we now know that a few of these individuals have ties all the way back to GamerGate. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or through YouTube memberships. Now, the Sweet Baby Inc. detected list has blown up over the weekend. In just a few days, it has already amassed nearly 130,000 followers, and all it really is a cohesive list of games that are on Steam that we know for a fact Sweet Baby Inc. has touched in some way, whether they did some consultation or they co-developed a game. We have seen that happen a few times with a few games on this list, but really it's just a list of games that they have worked on, and you would think a company would be proud of a list like this, that they would view it as any press is good press. Yeah, there might be some haters that are following this list, but at the end of the day, it's still attention for our company. It's still people talking about our products, but that is the complete opposite of how they have been reacting to this list. We have seen so many of these employees, whether it's narrative leads or narrative designers or just their consultation staff, to go on social media and absolutely melt down over this list, which of course has been absolutely hilarious, and they cannot stand the fact that people are rising up against what these groups like Sweet Baby Inc. stand for, and ultimately how they are damaging the gaming industry. But it is not that simple. It's not like Sweet Baby is just filled with a few individuals who want to be activists. We are talking about people who have over the years actively tried to ruin the industry and worked with some people in the industry who have severely damaged it, going all the way back to GamerGate. I know, I can't believe we have to bring it up yet again, the dinosaur that doesn't die, but there are a plethora of, posts and archives and tweets spreading around the internet from, several of the people who have complained over the past couple of days about this list. Now, one source that has been, pretty prominent is Silver String Media. They are another consultation company who has worked on plenty of games before. This is a snapshot from 2014, so of course, right around the time of GamerGate, their, team page says harmony between story and design is the core concern of Silver String Media's leadership, who fuse writing, transmedia storytelling, architecture, and design. And when you start scrolling down, they seem like an okay cast of characters. I mean, there's a lot of them, but then of course you get right here, Maya Felix Kramer, PR and marketing coordinator. Now, over the past couple of days, this is someone who has blown up over this entire Sweet Baby situation, because they, of course, do work at Sweet Baby as a consultation staff member. And Maya here is somebody who has tried their best to get Steam to delete this list and to ban, Kramis Rambo's account. But it has, of course, has not worked yet, though they have made several tweets. Most notably, this one, for example, Steam doesn't have guidelines for curators that would prevent someone from starting a curation group that focuses on, say, Sweet Baby Inc. and warns people to not buy games they're associated with, which could just list any game at all, even though, of course, we do know that when a game is listed, the creator of the list has made sure to put, web archive links or links to, YouTube videos that highlight the credits, proof that actually shows Sweet Baby is affiliated with a project. But of course, they're trying to find any way possible to get this account ban, to get this list removed off of the platform. And as you can see, Maya is right here, clear as day. They have worked for 8 years as a creative in the entertainment industry with experience in writing, filming, editing, creative direction, journalism, PR, and game development. But once you start scrolling down and you look at who this company has worked with in the past, again, 2014, ding, 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 Anita Sarkeesian, media critic and feminist frequency. So yes, this company and Maya Kramer have worked with Anita Sarkeesian, but not just Anita Sarkeesian, one of course the most disliked women that was part of GamerGate, but also Zoe Quinn. And of course, over the past few days, since all of the Sweet Baby Inc. talk has been heating up, many different tweets have gone up on the situation, and Mark Kern had actually made this post. Here is Sweet Baby Inc.'s employee at Lego Butts, Felix, admitting to illegally DDoSing a charity event that was trying to promote women indie devs. And this, of course, was right around the time of Gamergate, but it says that Maya Kramer, in coordination with Zoe Quinn, performed a DDoS attack on a website, the Fine Young Capitalists website. Maya and Quinn both confirm that they are responsible for the downtime the website received during this time, boasting about it on social media. Zoe Quinn said, "Oops, we DDoS something on accident." Sure, it was on accident. Additionally, Quinn said a few minutes later, "I like how a conversation between me and at Lego Butts resulted in accidentally killing an exploitative startup's website." So they really are people with no shame at all whatsoever. They don't actually care about the video game industry or making it better. And of course, when it comes to Gamergate, they have tried their hardest to erase the facts, and that it started because people were sick and tired of journalists in the industry. Gamergate was about journalistic integrity. Of course, women like Zoe Quinn want to say that it was this massive harassment campaign against women in the industry, but that's not true at all whatsoever. Yes, people did heavily criticize women like Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian and Brianna Wu, but that does not mean that it was a giant harassment campaign. And when you are a person on the internet and you are putting your opinions out there, you are putting yourself in the line of fire for criticism, sometimes you're going to take a little bit of heat, and they just could not stand that. So instead of simply accepting the fact that a lot of people didn't like them, they doubled, tripled, and quadrupled down on calling Gamergate a massive harassment campaign, even though at the end of the day, it was about journalistic integrity. And there have been companies that have spawned from Gamergate, like, of course, Sweet Baby Inc., who does have a lot of Gamergate refugees that are part of its ranks. And of course, when it comes to journalists, we still can't trust them, which of course is what Gamergate was all about, things like journalistic integrity, and we are still facing problems in the gaming industry with journalism to this day. I mean, there's a reason why the Kotakus, the Game Rants, the IGNs, the gamers are not covering this Sweet Baby Inc. situation. Let's look at Warner Brothers for a minute. Sweet Baby Inc. worked with Warner Brothers Games on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, who are the biggest shareholders of Warner Brothers. 10% BlackRock, 5% Vanguard, and who's pushing ESG and DEI? Well, you've got your answer. There's a big reason why none of these journalists are covering the Sweet Baby situation, and it's because they're afraid of getting on the bad side of these major companies not getting codes anymore, and of course they fancy themselves activists. So it will be interesting to see over the next couple of days and weeks if any other information about the ties to Gamergate that Sweet Baby has comes out, if any other individuals that work at Sweet Baby complain on social media about this list that they think is so offensive, even though technically they should be proud of the work they've done and they shouldn't care that there's simply a list spreading around social media, but they're very bothered by it. They're still trying to get it banned, and of course that's just very suspicious if they, actually were proud of the work that they were doing. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.